Hey guys, and welcome back to another video on the channel. In today's video we're going to be taking a look at the QCAA Physics External Exam question 3 from 2021 paper 2. Now you would notice with all the videos on the channel I've started splitting them up into individual videos. That way if you only struggle with a certain type of question you can go watch that on the channel rather than watching the full exam. The full exam is still up on YouTube. There's just a separate video for it, and if you guys want the full playlist, link is in the description below. If you guys need a physics external exam bundle pack, there is a link in the description below, so you can get your download there. But otherwise, if you have any questions at all in this video, leave something in the comments. So question 3, an object undergoes uniform circular motion in a path with a radius of r. Determine the effect on the radius if the mass of the object is doubled, but the centripetal force and the velocity remain unchanged. Okay, so when we have circular motion, the centripetal force is given by the mass times the velocity squared over r. Now in this situation we've got to look at what's changed and what remains the same. So here they say the mass of the object doubles, okay? But the centripetal force and the velocity remain unchanged. Well, let's understand this, if they're saying the effect of the radius. So the force doesn't change, the velocity doesn't change either. However, the mass doubles and we want to work out how that affects the radius. Okay, so this produces an amount of force. Let's just call it like that. Okay. Now, in another situation, it gives you the same force. However, we have doubled, quote unquote, the mass. So there's two lots of the mass there. Okay. Now, the quote unquote velocity has remain the same as well, so we can keep it like that. Now here we don't know what the radius is, but we have to label it as different to this guy here because it may be a bit different. So we'll call that R1 and we'll call that R2. Now because the forces remain the same, we can actually equate both of these guys to one another then. So if we do that, we'll get this, so mv squared R1 equals 2m v squared r2. Now what we can do here is start cancelling things that appear on both sides of the equation. So I can cancel the mass on both sides and I can cancel the velocity squared as well. So that leaves us with 1 over r1 equals 2 over r2. Now if I were to flip both sides upside down, I get r1 is equal to r2 divided by 2. So what does this mean here? It means when you double the mass, the radius has to get halved then in order to maintain the force. So when you double the mass and the force and the velocity are constant or don't change, then the radius itself has to halve because, well, in this situation here, let's think of it like this. In order to work out, well, if we actually, it's how you define it pretty much, because it doesn't necessarily have to be halved, it could be doubled, etc. here. So R1 is the initial radius. The new radius here, if I were to get the new radius by itself, I'd have to times both sides by 2. So technically, the new radius here is double the old one here. So if you double the mass and the velocity and the force remain constant, then the radius also has to double. Apologies there, it doesn't halve, because it's how you define it there. Doubles the radius, okay? And that's how you answer question 3 there. I don't understand how you can answer it without doing it like this, because there'd be too much thinking involved, and you've got to create an answer to the question that's convincing to the marker as well, okay? So if you guys need any additional help as well, you can leave something in the comments below or send me through an email. Otherwise, there's a physics external exam bundle pack in the description below, so get your download. But otherwise, I'll see you guys in the next video.